Hello, this is your Congressman Michael Burgess. This week I'd like to discuss two important issues with you. The first is Medicare, and the second is how you and your family can prepare for severe weather and other natural disasters. Let's start with Medicare. The recent vote in the House regarding Medicare simply puts forth the following question. Is there a way for the federal government to provide better health care to our nation's future seniors at a lower cost? And private care is often more responsive to innovation and does a better job meeting the health care needs through coordinated care and early intervention. A simple question. Can we keep Medicare going so it will be there for future generations by lowering the cost to the federal government and at the same time providing better care to the country's seniors? If the answer is yes, then we will place Medicare on a better financial path through coverage that will be more flexible and provide more choice than today's options. It's a choice that we at least need to explore. And if we want to succeed, we need to exhaust all of the options before they actually exhaust themselves and leave us with no viable alternatives at all. Paul Ryan's budget resolution is non-binding and simply asks the committees with control over Medicare to make some basic assumptions. Another important thing to note is that no one over 55 would be impacted. The budget resolution that recently passed simply gives us the authority to have the conversation. I don't understand why anyone would be against that. If we do not address Medicare sustainability, we will be stuck with a term that you may or may not have heard, the Independent Payment Advisory Board, or IPAB. Now, the Independent Payment Advisory Board was created by the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act, and it's made up by 15 individuals who are not elected but appointed. This board has no congressional oversight or judicial review, certainly no physician input, and there is no public accountability for its actions. It does take the authority of Congress to set Medicare policy out of the Congress and puts it in the hands of an unelected body. Congress has almost no oversight of the board, and if Congress disagrees with the board's recommendations, it will be procedurally difficult to block or change the recommendations. Given that private insurers use Medicare as a benchmark for their own payment changes and reductions, this board would have far-reaching implications well beyond Medicare. These bureaucrats will be able to cut payments that will block care to seniors. And how does the president propose to control future costs in Medicare? He relies on that board and in fact has recommended expanding the authority of that board. Now, which sounds like the better option? Medicare bankruptcy and an unelected board deciding the care that Medicare beneficiaries receive, or doctors and patients deciding on which of several quality plans meet an individual's health care needs at a lower cost? This is why we must have the conversation. Now, secondly, I would like to address how your family can prepare for severe weather and natural disasters. Earlier this week, North Texas experienced severe weather. Thankfully, the storm was not as powerful as expected, and our area did not see the worst of the damage. It is, though, a reminder that weather in North Texas is unpredictable and can change in an instant, and we can never be too prepared for the natural disasters that might impact the region. In April, I hosted the Emergency Preparedness Summit, and many of you were able to attend. I've posted the video on my website, as well as information on how you and your family can create an emergency plan and a basic supply kit. I've also included links to regional, state, and federal websites that will provide you additional information and resources. You can never be too prepared, and I encourage you to visit my website and review this information. As always, thank you for taking the time to listen. Additional information on these issues and other issues before Congress can be found on my website, burgess.house.gov. It's been a tough week for our country. God bless you and our family, and God bless Texas.